Hey there folks, back at you with another video. We're gonna have some exciting stuff going on here. This is gonna be a series on swapping out a 6.0 out of a 2004 Ford F350 and taking a 6.0 out and putting a 7.3 in it. This is the truck with the 7.3 in it. So bought it cheap. She's got some rust. She's not, you know, but very strong runner. I mean, you can tell. So yeah, plenty of rust right here. No different right here, but like I said, very strong runner, and going through some things right now, and we're already found a couple issues. I don't know if you can tell right there, the turbo wheel. Let's see if we can get you up in there. See, there's missing some chunks out of the turbo wheel, so that will be one of the things we're definitely going to have to do is replace that. And with the amount of sweat that's going on right here, as you can tell, it's got oil, so we'll rebuild the turbo on this. And yeah, you say, well, that coolant is kind of high. Well, it is. It's because it's got fuel in it. So we were gonna do the injector O-rings anyway, standard, because the engine is gonna come out. But now we're gonna do the cups as well, because you know he drives about 8 to 10 mile, 12 mile, and then the coolant level just rises every time a little bit. And you stick your finger in there, and it smells like fuel. So anyway, but part one right now is pull this engine out. We're gonna use the engine, transmission, and transfer case, because this one here has the manual one, and I like to swap that over into that 04. So yeah, let's get busy. So we're going to start with pulling the engine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the entire front clip off, because I like to pull the engine, transmission, and if all possible the transfer case all in one fell swoop. And then after that, we're going to have to work on the engine itself. We're going to give it guaranteed coming out of the gate. We're going to give it a new oil pan, and that big where the dipstick goes into the oil pan, we're going to replace all that, make sure that's all new, because Fords like to leak there and rust out. And then the O-rings, we're definitely going to do that. We're going to do new manifolds, exhaust manifolds, and up pipes, and then the turbo rebuild. So yeah, by the time the dust settles, this will be almost a complete rebuild engine. But all right, here we go. Let's get busy. Stick around. Please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot and don't cost nothing. Let's get past the intro. Let's get into this. Well, here we are. We got the bumper off. We got the grill off. The lights off. This thing had a strobe kit, plow mounts, and all that. So as you can tell, that's going to be a bear, but I don't know. Somebody hit something here. Look at that. That thing is, woo, pushed in. But anyway, plugging away here at the front. So now we're going to take the condenser out, the radiator out, and the intercooler. So that's what's gonna happen next. So here we go. All right, we got radiator fan shroud and fan off. So there we go. I'm not sure what these guys been doing, but I don't like that one bit. Anywho, and well, can you tell? This hose is really falling apart. So I wonder how long they've been driving around with fuel in their coolant, because I can tell you right now that is that's bad. But all right, anyway, that shows you that driving around with fuel in your coolant, it breaks down your hoses and it can cause some serious trouble. So, well, yeah. Now we're going to get ready to disconnect wires, you know, stuff like that, power steering. So, yeah. All right, let's get into that, and we'll bring you back. All right, don't look like we've done a whole lot, but we got all the cables loose, hoses. So we got the power steering line disconnected. Right there, put the cap on it, put a plug on that. Got the AC hoses disconnected. We got the glow plugs disconnected. What else? We got the ground cables from the batteries off. I did mark those yellow just to keep me, just to remind me that that's for the batteries. The same thing there. And there, that yellow spot, those are all grounds, which is extremely important. We got the exhaust disconnected. And if you ever run into trouble with getting that clamp off, I use an air hammer. And you just, what you do with that air hammer, you just hit the housing ever so just a little bit right here on the side, and they'll just snap loose. Saves you a lot of time and headaches to, you know, horse around with it. So yeah, we got the heater hoses disconnected, all that good stuff. So now it's time to go underneath. I'm a little fearful for the engine mount bolts, but we'll see how it goes. So now we're going to go after that, and then we're going to do the drive lines, disconnect the transmission, stuff like that, or unplug, because if we can take the whole transmission, my goal is to do transfer case, transmission, and engine in one pull, but I may have to drop the transfer case, but I don't know, we'll see. We're going to try it, and we'll see. If need be, I can still drop the transfer case, but I know I can pull this engine and transmission in one pass, so that's why I took the whole front out. It makes it 10 times easier just to you know, pull them that way. But yeah, so now we're going to go underneath, get that done, and then we should be ready to pull this engine and transmission with transfer case. So here we go. Bring you right back. Woo-hoo-hoo! We got ourselves a hole. Look at that. Well, we'll get the whole assembly out. Transfer case, transmission, and engine. And now we got a long list of stuff that we need to do with that. So we got on the transfer case, that bolt or that drain plug was boogered up, so I had to use the air hammer to get that loose. So I need to put a new one in that. Got a little bit of rust to clean up. The four-wheel drive shifter, those bolts were rounded off from the rust, so I had to cut that off and make it work. But we're just gonna have to extract those out, and then we're gonna do new up pipes, new exhaust, new valve covers, new valve cover gaskets. We're going to do a turbo rebuild. The turbo pedestal here in the back is leaking like a sieve, so we're going to put new O-rings in it. Injector cups, injector O-rings. And then we're going to do a new water pump. We're going to do a new oil pan. Going to have to do a new crank seal because that's leaking pretty good. And here on the oil pan, let me show you this. And then the exhaust manifold. See that? Those are holes. See, he's done. It's going to be fun trying to take those bolts off. I mean, whoo, do they look like crap. New dipstick, because that's all rusted. And then here on, oh here, look at this redneck repair. They used some JB Welt. And then they were afraid the JB Welt was going to fall out, so they put some wire in there to hold the JB Welt in place. But and then on the oil pan, they fiberglassed the shit out of the oil pan. See all that? That's fiberglass. So that oil pan is junk. So we're going to do a new oil pan, but we were planning on doing that anyway. So we got a bunch of new stuff coming for it. And then as soon as we get ready to, well, as soon as the parts show up, we'll get her all done. So in this how we got it pulled out with my engine hoist here. I love this thing. It's so powerful. And then I ran the strap here on the back. So yeah, we got it all out in one pass. So that was pretty cool, pretty interesting. But anyway, so now we need to clean it up and stuff like that. So, and I got it sitting on my sawhorses, my heavy duty sawhorses. So yeah, that's it for this one here. So please like and subscribe. Helps the channel out a lot and don't cost nothing. And we're going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.